How's it going, guys? Instead of doing one video alone for both of us, we figured it'd be a little bit easier since we are together to do our video together. Same. So we're both gonna be dipping on something a little bit different tonight, unfortunately.
Both dips we do not like to dip.
Mine is gonna be Copenhagen mint.
Mine is gonna be Grizzly Wintergreen.
Now, I got a little challenge for y'all also. We found this can a little bit earlier. We got a challenge. I challenge y'all to 1,000 followers in 24 hours. This is just so that I know this won't happen to me. 24 to 48 hours, I'll give y'all that. Just so I know I ain't got to do this. Dip this old can that doesn't even have, oh, there it is, that expired on January the 4th of 2015. Over a year expired.
Over a year. Look at it.
And this is what I'd have to dip. Oh, I dropped a few rocks. You can pick that up.
Southern blend.
It's Southern blend, but it's rocks. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Hey,
that's...
shake it around for him.
It just smells like dip spit.
Yeah.
Almost like it's a reuser. Somebody
I didn't reuse it. I just didn't dip all of it. Man, I'm not really looking forward to this at
And
all.
I'm not at all looking forward to this.
But he told you he would maybe do that dip. But we just wanted to switch it up with y'all because you see us dipping on the same stuff all the time. So we figured we'd change it up just a little bit. So you can see our reactions in the video and see
You don't
how we...
understand how much I'm not looking forward to this.
You don't understand the shit. Dude, this shit's horrible. Grizzly Wintergreen, it's such an artificial taste and it fucking smells horrible. And it never, it never stays packed in your lip. Ugh.
When that wintergreen hit me and I got a stopped up nose.
I'd rather be dipping on some of that or some of the mint. Not this.
I got a stopped up nose and that Grizzly Wintergreen just unstopped that son bitch. Keep your jewel in your mouth next time, bud.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Alrighty.
Are you ready for this?
No? Are you ready for this?
No.
Alright then.
Not at all.
I wasn't gonna break a racist comment, but I figured they wouldn't like that. If I got any black viewers. I was gonna say, just black men.
Yeah, sorry, you might not want to hear that. But anyways, this shit is disgusting.
You think I'm just thrilled to be putting
Yeah, that's
Listerine in my
fucking
mouth?
way better than this bullshit.
You think I'm thrilled to be putting Listerine in my mouth or Colgate?
Better than fucking artificial wintergreen.
All it smells like is toothpaste and them little tubes the doctor gives you. That's all I'm smelling right now.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
the little toothpaste the doctor gives you, you know, when you go in your doctor's
Sniff
visit.
some of that.
Fuck no. My nose is already unstopped. Next thing you know, my nose is going to fall off. I'll be looking like Michael Jackson. When I bitch.
Oh shit. Alright. I'm kind of really tempting and not tempting to do this shit. I want to get it over with.
Yeah, I do
But
too. I
then-
want to get it over with, but I don't want to start
As soon
it.
as this fucking video's over with, I'm
Oh,
probably gonna
I'm
go.
chunking
"Bleh."
this son bitch.
Dang.
As soon as this video's out, it's gone.
I'm gonna throw it in the fucking yard 2 houses down.
I just got a big old whiff of that fucking Colgate.
Colgate. Woo, this shit shrieks. I had a
This
close
shit's just
lid.
sitting here looking at me like, you don't want to put me in your mouth.
Won't we just get on with it?
I've never been so. I've never been trying to put off putting a dip in my life so bad.
Got the blue fire mojo here today, like always.
I've never tried to put off putting a dip in.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, no,
I don't even want to grab my pinch.
I'm
Y'all
going
gonna see
ahead
me.
and doing
Y'all
it.
gonna see me put in the most babiest pinch in my life right now of this.
No, I'll put in a regular pinch like you always do. I'm doing it. You gotta do it too. Shit.
That's bad when it won't even stay packed in the can.
Grizzly just don't pack good. It fucking artificial. It fucking
The only thing about Copenhagen is you get these balls.
yeah. That's what
Big
I hate.
ass ball right there.
Yeah, just shred it up.
Fuck that. I'll let you do that. I don't want my fingers smelling like Colgate for the next 30 years.
I dip that shit every day. It don't faze me.
I don't see how you do it.
It's just, it ain't an everyday dip to me. It's just the fact that I've been waiting on it for fucking 3 years
But
now.
you was dipping it before it was even out everywhere.
True. Oh, man. Fuck. See, I can't even get a good pinch off this bullshit. See, it's fucking... Hold on.
I'm gonna fucking throw up in this video.
I might. Ugh. We ain't hating. We ain't a fucking Copenhagen or fucking Grizzly or Skull or Kayak or fucking Stokers. It's just that we got our own opinions, and y'all do too. Y'all might like Grizzly. Y'all might like Skull.
That's like him. He loves a mint. I hate it.
But we both love Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Grizzly. I cannot stand Skull.
Yeah, you can.
Stoker?
Citrus.
Hell
Or Crisp
no.
Blend.
Yeah, that's the only thing really.
Or apple sometimes. Every now and then.
But Stokers, I can handle. That's pretty damn good deal. Plus, it's decent. Hollow baby ass pinch.
It's about my normal pinch.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's small. I've told them on here before. I know I did small pinches.
Oh.
Come on, big boy. I'm about to throw mine in. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna look at you. Look at them big, beautiful eyes.
There's my normal pinch.
Oh, fuck no. I'll put that shit in your mouth as long as I can.
Y'all ready for this? I'm not. We're at the fucking 7-minute mark. 3, 2, 1. Mm. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Ugh. Holy fuck, that shit's nasty. Oh, you don't even know. Hunter looks like he's enjoying that mint a little bit.
Ain't as bad as I remember.
It's just, I remember this shit's horrible.
It tastes like I got a big ass, weird tasting ass breath mint in.
This shit's so damn horrible.
A very peculiar tasting breath mint.
All the ladies want to make out with you now.
I don't know about that.
You
This ain't the type of breath mint that I would choose to put in my mouth.
know what, like Outlaw says, come on, give me a make out, baby, with that Copenhagen mint in my mouth. He always says that shit.
Honestly, now tasting this, I think this is better after it came out. To me.
You think?
To me, it was. I know everybody else says it's not as good, but
I remember when I got that in the mail from some lady sending it to me from Florida. You threw it out as soon as you put it in.
mm-hmm. It tasted real funky. It smelled real funky. It smells better than me too. It got more of a mint flavor now.
This Grizzly, I think, it got worse than fucking. Ugh.
But also, that was in the point of time that I was not dipping.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when I maybe put that in?
Mm-hmm. So, we got a little list here.
Yeah.
Our first dipping experience.
Hold on 1 second. Remember how I was telling you earlier about how some dips will change your taste buds? Well, dip has changed my taste buds. I used to hate this stuff. I used to not be able to stand this stuff. And actually, Not that bad no more, to me. I mean, I wouldn't dip it every day.
But
no means.
every now and then.
Maybe. Every now and then dip. It's not as bad as what I remember it. So, at least I'm not stuck with it.
Don't puke on me.
I'm not going to. I got this funky taste in my
But it's Grizzly. I think it's got worse. Seriously. Because I remember when I first started dipping, this stuff was, I fell in love with it. And all of a sudden, when I put that dip in just a minute ago, I hadn't dipped this stuff in probably a year and a half. And it wasn't as bad back then, but now it's fucking ungodly disgusting. Like, as soon as I put it in my mouth, I was about to gag.
So, it's not as bad as what I remember. But anyways, you go ahead and say what you're saying.
Like I was saying just a minute ago. We got a list here of all the stuff we want to do in our videos, right? And we got 3 topics here for this video tonight. We get number 3, we got first dipping experience.
Which is going to be the first one.
That's going to be the first one. Number 2 is worst dipping experience. And number 1 is worst dip ever tried.
Alright. You start off first dipping experience.
Alright. First dipping experience. My first dipping experience was actually sucked. My mom used to work at her Parsons Lake, and I was probably 7 years old then, and I was out there fishing, and this group of teenagers were fishing with me. I just went up to them and said, "Hey, fish biting," and they were like, "Yeah, you want to fish with us?" And I was like, "Sure." So I went up to them, and they had some grizzly wintergreen, this stuff right here. And they were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 7 years old. I was like, "Yeah, I want to pinch that." And they were like, "Are you sure? You ain't old enough to dip." And I just took the can from them. And I put that bitch in. 2 minutes later, I was flat down on this picnic table, fucking about to vomit. And I threw that shit out. After I threw that out, I was like, "Hey, I gotta go back to the store. This shit is horrible. I'm about to throw up and pass out." So I went back up to the store, laid down in the recliner in the office, and I passed out for a good hour or two. And after that hour or two, I woke back up. I mean, I just vomited for a straight hour or two. I'm talking about like straight up, like it was horrible. That was like my worst dipping experience ever. But the first dipping experience, I mean, that's my first dipping experience ever. That falls into the topic of worst dipping experience. That wasn't my worst, but that's my first. So, on to his story now.
First dipping experience ever. Alright. I was a little bit older. I was about 10 years old, 9 years old. And I was at my cousin's house, Bradley. And he had a guy that lived across town named Bubba and Dustin. They had a can of, we got a can right here, Copenhagen Wintergreen, Old Faithful. That's what first dip ever. So I was walking with them one day, and they said, "Hey man, group selfie. Yeah, had to do a little selfie. Anyways, he had a can. He said, "Hey man, you wanna try some of this?" Or he said, "Have you ever dipped?" Before he was having a can. He said, "You ever tried to dip before?" I said, "No." At that time, I knew somewhat what dip was, but I hadn't really ever tried. You know, I think we've all had that stage where we used to get the little beef jerky in a can and thought we were badasses because we used and shredded beef jerky. But anyways, he handed me that, and he was like, "Here," he said, "try some of this." Or he said, "You want to try some of this?" I was like, "Yeah." So I grabbed me a pinch of it. It's probably about wasn't no itty bitty pinch. I ain't ever been into fucking little itty bitty branches. I remember you used to put in them itty bitty rat
Oh
turds.
yeah, I used to take a little bitty pinch, but put it up in a ball and throw it on my lips.
They're probably about like that. And I put that in, and I didn't buzz too bad because I was up moving around, but I got a buzz. It burnt the hell out of my lip. Of course, it scalded my lip. It burnt the hell out of that son of a bitch, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And my spit was just every fucking way. I was, and loads of dip was just coming out at the time, and it started getting all in my mouth and everything. But my different experience wasn't as bad as his. My first experience wasn't as bad as his, to where I got lightheaded and all that crap. I didn't puke. It got all in my mouth and everything, and I had to wash it out. I had to walk around for like 5 or 10 minutes with dip just all in my freaking cheeks. So my first dipping experience was not as bad as his, but
You didn't have a pouch either, did you? In your lip?
it was just a regular dip. But
I'm talking about a pouch, like pocket in your lip.
oh no, I didn't have a pocket at all.
Right.
You know, it was my first time dipping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just now getting where I'm forming a pocket right there. But yeah, that's my first dipping experience, and you can take over with first dipping experience.
First dipping experience. Well, worst. Oh shit, I got a lot of worst dipping experience. Well, it was me, my buddy Austin, and my buddy Sky. We were down on the railroad tracks, right? And we were stupid enough, you know, on the side of the railroad tracks where you have this little path where you can ride four wheelers and shit on the side of the railroad tracks. So we cleared that out, made a little fire pit. We had a little fire down there on the railroad tracks. So we had a little fire down there. And I think, yeah, it was grizzly again. And this is probably why I hate this shit too much. But anyways, my buddy Skyler was like, "Hey, I bet you won't put a half can of that shit in your lip, put it in a horseshoe." And I was like, "Bet I will." And we were down there just fucking around, talking, and the usual bullshit that we do, hanging around each other. And I put a half can in my lip, all right here. And dude, I was sitting down too. It got all over my mouth and my teeth, and it was horrible. And when I was sitting down, it was just like I started feeling lightheaded, and I was about to vomit and everything. So I was just sitting back, just like dozing off and stuff. So I told my buddy Skyler to go back up to the house, get a bottle of water. Well, me and my buddy Austin, we stayed down there. So what happened? We stayed down there at the tracks. My buddy Skyler came back with a bottle of water, and all of a sudden this cop car pulls up. So we took off running. So I was fucking running then, with that horseshoe still in my lip. And we got up to the field where I live. I have acres of field in my area, and as soon as we got up to the field, I just threw up everywhere. I mean, I about blacked out, to be honest. It was that bad, because I don't know what it is. I just get the biggest nicotine buzz off this stuff ever. So I threw up, and this cop just puts out that fire down there at the railroad tracks. And that scared the shit out of me too, because I thought we were going to get caught on government property. Anyways, I threw that horseshoe out. I washed my mouth out with water and everything, and it was just horrible.
You know, I found out the train tracks ain't even government property.
What is it?
It's the people that own the railroad, like the people that own the trains,
CN?
like Canadian National or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's their property. It ain't even government property.
Well, anyways, yeah, that was my worst dipping experience ever. It burnt my lip, and my gums were horrible, and it was just horrible. But worst dip ever tried for him now. Well,
Worst dipping experience.
yeah, worst dipping experience for him now.
Worst dipping experience ever. That's a hard one. Nope, because I already told you what I was gonna do for it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so where his mom used to live, we used to go over there a lot. She lived in town and back home. And his cousin, Abby, used to live pretty close to him, like next street over.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her, we used to talk / date or whatever, off and on all the time. So I used to go over there usually when I come over to his house and hang out with her. And, well, we was all over one day, and he's doing something in the kitchen. Me and her was laying on the couch bullshitting. And, like I said, we was laying on the couch bullshitting. And she did something made me laugh my ass off. And, when I did, at the time I had like 6 wintergreen pouches in my mouth. I think it's Copenhagen wintergreen pouches. Maybe in Grizzly wintergreen pouches, I don't remember. But I had like 6 of them some bitches in my mouth. And I swallowed all 6 of them. And I told her as soon as I swallowed them, I said, look, I said, you gotta let me go. I said, I got to get up and I gotta get my ass outside. And I screamed, Will, get me a water bottle. And he chunked me that water bottle and went outside and chugged that whole son of a bitch down. Next thing I knew, just pouches started coming up. Pouches, water, and everything I'd ate that morning was just coming up. So, I ate 6 Grizzly or Copenhagen wintergreen pouches. I do not remember which ones they were. It was either Grizzly or Copenhagen, because that's about the only thing I've ever dipped. Except for Skull Apple and Skull Crisp Blend. So, yeah. Worst dip experience was the time I ate 6 wintergreen pouches. Unintentionally. Now it's on to you for worst dip ever tried.
I gotta think on this one for a minute. I think it was the, what was it? The Skull Citrus, I think. No, it was it was Skull Citrus. Alright, no, it's Skull Citrus. Well, me and my buddy Nathan.
Me and my Nathan.
Me and my buddy Nathan, we went to this bonfire one night. So, it was a Halloween bonfire type thing, party, whatever you want to call it. And I told my dad before we went, he picked us up a can of Skull Citrus to try. I told him we wanted to try that because Nathan was wanting to try it for some reason. So we picked up that can of Skull Citrus and we went to that bonfire party. It was like 50, 60 people there. And we cracked that can by the bonfire. When we opened that can up, it's just reeked, dude. Citrus is supposed to be like oranges and stuff, right?
Like star fruit, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it didn't smell nothing like that. It smelled like shit. And we were kind of debating on even dipping it or not. So I threw the first pinch in, and then he threw the second pinch in. And we sat there for a minute, and we were like, fuck this shit. So we threw it out. And next thing we knew, we fucking started puking and gagging and everything else. Started getting lightheaded. Don't know why it was Skull, but it was fucking horrible. So next thing I know, I threw that fucking can of citrus in the fire. But it wasn't the citrus. It was my good dip I had. I had Copenhagen wintergreen. I threw that fucking can in the fire instead. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I took that fucking can of citrus, opened the lid, and fucking just poured all that shit all over top of the fire. I was like, fuck you. But I never tried it ever since. That shit was fucking so horrible. So that was my worst dip ever tried.
Besides Skullberry.
Yeah.
Which y'all already know that everybody hates Skullberry, so that's of course not going to be our dip that we're going to say is our worst dip ever, because you already know our opinion on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Worst dip ever tried for me. Grizzly mint.
That shit's horrible.
The thing that killed me on mint before Copenhagen even started talking about mint, or before I heard about Copenhagen mint. I don't remember how I came across the can of Grizzly mint, but somehow I got a can of Grizzly mint in my possession. And I was with some buddies at the time, and I decided to take me a pinch of that Grizzly mint. And that was the worst mistake of my life. That Grizzly mint burnt me out on mint for the rest of my life. I mean, this has kind of brought me back from hating mint so much now that, you know, I've tasted it again and got an alright, it's got an alright taste to it to me now. But, anyways, I took a dip of it, and it just irked me. I ended up puking and chunking the can in a fire. So, I mean, I don't really have too much to talk about the experience. I mean, I put me in a big old lip of it, and it didn't really get me lightheaded. It didn't really burn my lip. It just, I don't know, just something about it. Just, I started gagging as I was spitting. The spit got in my mouth, and I was starting to taste that spit, and it was just so damn nasty. You know, I just couldn't handle it. I kept having a little cat back, type of shit, and eventually I just puked. I couldn't. It was just so. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I guess artificial and just nasty as hell. So that'd have to be the worst I've ever tried to be grizzly mint. And that's another thing that burnt me out on grizzly is the mint. It was just nastier than hell.
That's why you're scared to try this, ain't it?
Well, I mean, the reason I didn't want to try it, the reason I didn't want to dip that tonight is because, like I said the last time that I dipped Copenhagen mint with you, it just tasted so damn nasty and it smelled nasty as hell. It just didn't smell like mint to me. I mean, it smelled like it had a mint flavor, but just the tobacco was just overpowering that mint smell. So, honestly, to me, I feel like Copenhagen mint is better now. I know just about everybody else that dips Copenhagen mint says it's a whole lot worse now. So, I could start dipping that more. Now I might keep me a can on hand. But, like I said earlier in the video, 1,000 subscribers or more in 24 to 48 hours, and I will dip over 1-year-old tobacco, because tobacco dip usually has, let's see here,
July 3rd, 2016.
this lasts more than this does.
What? Yeah.
Plastic cans last longer than these fiberboard cans do. Look. This goes out in July, this don't go out till August. So that means this was probably, it's a whole lot older than a year. It's about a year and, probably anywhere from a year to a year and about 4 months old. A year and 5 or 6 months old. Upwards to a year and a half old. So, like I was saying, 1,000 subscribers, 24 to 48 hours, and I will dip this old dirt tobacco. So, y'all get that done, and I will get this done.
Like it'll ever happen, though.
Yeah, so I don't really have to worry about that. That's just a little challenge for y'all, and I know I don't even get 1,000 views on my video, so I really don't have to worry about this. But you know what? Make it a little bit easier. 100 subscribers. 90 to 100 subscribers. And I'll dip it. So, 24 to 48 hours, 100 subscribers.
I'll make it 50 for me. I'll make it 20 for me.
15.
10. We're at 7 right now.
Instead of doing horseshoe, do this old tobacco.
You can do the horseshoe, I'll do the old tobacco.
10 subscribers in 24 to 48 hours, and we'll split this can in half and we'll dip what's left in it. 10 subscribers, 24 to 48 hours. Y'all get it done, we'll get it done. Maybe this will get y'all going a little more to subscribe to us. We will split this dip that's left in here in half. I know it's not, actually that's probably a good enough size. 10 subscribers, 24 to 48 hours.
Just spill this shit down up.
And we will do this dip for y'all on here. Instead of doing the horseshoe, maybe this will get y'all's blood pumping a little more to do this. We will put this in our lip with no added water. As it is, the dirt that it is, we will dip this for y'all. 10 subscribers. I think y'all can get that done. We're at 7 now. 10 subscribers will dip this dirt together on camera.
We're coming up on a 30-minute mark, so
maybe this will get y'all to where y'all will subscribe more if we do nasty ass shit like this. Now I'm gonna warn y'all, when we do this, we'll probably end up puking. Actually, I know I'll end up puking. This might ruin me on dip. But y'all know what? For y'all, 10 subscribers, we'll do it. crazy how we went from 1,000 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now this might actually happen. Now I'm getting scared. Anyways, y'all pass the word on to y'all's buddies. 10 subscribers. We'll do dirt dip. Basically dirt dip. Over a year old can of dried out Southern Blend Copenhagen. Y'all get it done. We'll do this video for y'all. We'll do it. We'll try to do it as soon as we get that 10 subscribers done. We'll make the arrangements to do it. So, y'all
If we
pass
hit
it
it
on.
tonight, we'll do it tonight.
As hard as it'll be, we will do it tonight if we get 10 subscribers tonight. Y'all pass the word on to y'all's friends. And we'll keep checking up on the Instagram page, see when we get 10 subscribers. And when we get 10 subscribers, we will do this instead of the horseshoe. Maybe y'all be more willing to see somebody dip dirt than
We'll
do
put
a
it on
horseshoe.
Instagram too.
We'll put it on Instagram too. So, y'all pass the word on to y'all's friends when y'all see this video so that we can get more subscribers and we'll start doing more challenges like this. Maybe this will get y'all to subscribe more. So, we'll alert y'all when the video is going to come up on the Instagram page. Y'all do it and we'll do it. So, like I said, this Hunter, I'm getting out of here tonight unless we get 10 subscribers tonight. So, I'm going to get out of here, y'all.
This is Will Lock, and I'm out, y'all.